Hello and welcome to Quantum Lucid. Your awareness is what objectifies. So today we are going to talk about this thing called awareness. Awareness is literally your truths about yourself, others, and the world that you live in. It's beliefs, it's your assumptions. And the whole mix of all of that, including any definitions, is what encompasses your awareness. That is what gives you the objective 3D physical experience, desired outcome of your choice. Once again, awareness is made up of a mix of beliefs, truths, and definitions and assumptions about you, yourself, others, and the world that you live in. So, the very first and core assumption, without which no assumption, no truth, no belief will ever work, that is, I am all that I desire to be and have now. Again, the only core meaning the first, most important assumption should be, I am all that I desire to be and have now. Which means you are starting everything under the umbrella or the core truth, the one and only single truth that you already have and are everything that you ever wanted or desired right now. Because if you are by any chance operating from a core assumption or truth, such as I am not, anything you try to slap on top of that core truth is not going to work. So if your core is, I'm not sure, I'm confused, I am not yet, I don't know, I'm not sure if this works, and then you try to assume my specific person loves me, I have $1 million in my bank, I have, a beautiful body, everybody loves me, I get any job I want. No matter how much you try and affirm or assume, nothing is going to work if you are coming from the standpoint of, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know if this works, I can't trust or be sure, I'm just going to try it out, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, confusion, etc. Which really means I am not. So there's only two core assumptions or truths, I call them core truths, which are I am all that I desire to be and have. And the other one is I am not. Now once you operate from I am all that I desire to be and have now, then you can say my specific person and I are married. Anything I wish for or revise objectifies and materializes easily and effortlessly. Everybody loves me. I am the best. I am the highest priority. I am respected, loved, adored. I have $1 million in my bank account. Whatever you want must come from the core truth that I am all that I desire to be and have. That should sound like conviction, a knowing, a core truth that you cannot just try and believe. It just is. It's a knowing. It comes from knowing. So if you operate from the knowing that I am all that I desire to be and have now, it means anything you assume thereafter on top of that has no choice but to work. That is exactly how your awareness, your identity, the version of you in the multiverse works. The you who has the things he or she wants has specific or certain ways of thinking, of perceiving, of concluding things and assuming things. The thoughts, the conclusions, the meanings, the interpretations all come after your truths, your beliefs, your assumptions about the world around you, the people, other people, and yourself. But the core truth must be, I am all that I desire to be and have now. Now let's talk about your assumptions. These are going to take a little bit longer if you have very specific outcomes or desires you want. If you want to go general, that'll also work. But keep in mind, you must make assumptions if you want something specific. For example, if you want $1 million in your bank account, you can assume and say, I've always had $1 million in my bank account ready to use. Whatever I affirm objectifies and shows up. These are some of the assumptions you can decide on. You can also assume and say, my specific person loves me, can't live without me, is married to me, whatever you want, and so on. These should be easy to come up with. But your core truth about yourself must be, I am all that I desire to be and have now. After that, anything you assume is what's going to work. Now, some of the tricky assumptions are going against conditioned norms or conditioned beliefs, such as if you see something on social media that you don't like, you are free to say that that is made up by artificial intelligence bots who can post and make deep fakes that look real. Doesn't matter whether that makes sense or not, as long as it is acceptable to you. It's what's going to run the world around you and harden your reality into fact, and harden and objectify the end goal that you want. If you think the sun revolves around the earth, then that's exactly what it is. If you think the earth revolves around the sun, then that is what it is. Your assumptions must favor your desired outcomes. Whether they go against facts, established norm, conditioned thinking, doesn't matter. Your assumptions are what objectify your whole entire life experience. Again, keep in mind your assumptions, your truths about yourself, others, and the world around you. your beliefs. These are the mix of everything that generates your daily, day-to-day thinking, conclusions, and interpretations. This is how you choose and embody a specific version of you who's living in a multiverse, in a similar three-dimensional world, but experiencing the things and the desires that you want. The only way to experience that life objectively is to understand what actually collapses infinity into a singular, specific outcome and desired world. It's your assumptions. It's your mix of beliefs, truths, definitions, assumptions about you, about how the world works, and of others. That is how you get versions of other people, specific others, yes, versions of a job or whatever. So ultimately, it's your mix of assumptions, beliefs, truths, definitions that create your objective life experience. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. And I will talk to you in the next video.